Hi, I'm Eric Wheeler with Accelerate Credit Repair, and today I'm going to tell you about 5 tips that most of our clients don't seem to know about that have an impact on their credit report, their credit score, and then obviously their ability to purchase and do life the way that they would like to. But before I get started and kind of to start to dissect those 5 items, if you have not scheduled a free consultation, click the link below. I gotta do this cheesy little finger thing, but look down below, click the link, reach out to us, and we'd love to review and then do an analysis for you of your credit report. So going back to credit and how that can help you or hurt you, obviously, not only do you have higher interest rates if you have a bad credit score, but you'll have higher loans and higher interest rates on your car and car and home loans, but you'll pay higher insurance rates. And people don't always take a look at their insurance rates or realize how their credit score actually affects that, but it does. I have guys who work in health insurance that I have relationships with, and they tell me all the time, clients come in and they do an analysis and they have some great results because their payments are low, but as soon as they access their social security number and then run it in their system, all of a sudden the pricing goes through the roof. So make sure your credit score is good so you can keep those insurance rates down and interest rates down. And another thing is that people don't always look at their security deposits. With a bad credit score, you could have to put down significant money on a security deposit. One of my friends recently came to me and told me about his experience, and he had to put down $300 for a deposit on his electric bill and then another $300 on a utility bill because his credit score wasn't where it needed to be. So that's just something to think about, and obviously we can kind of discuss more in detail about your specific situation. So just feel free to reach out to us for a free consultation. So getting back onto the 5 things that people don't always take into account and how they affect their credit report or credit score rather, is the first thing is payment history. It's the most important element of your credit score and accounts for 35% of your overall credit scores. But the key here is you actually have to have credit to have a credit history. You can build positive credit history or you can build negative credit history, but obviously positive credit history is what you want if you're trying to increase your credit score. So pay your bills on time, have different kinds of credit in place working for you, and then obviously over time your credit history will be strong. Number 2 is your credit utilization. This is calculated by taking the amount that you owe on your credit lines or install everything else and then dividing that by your available credit limit. Example, if you had a $10,000 credit card and you had $3,000 in use, you take your $3,000 and divide it by 10, it's 30%, your 30% utilization. Anything above that 30% utilization mark, I guess, will start to impact your score negatively. So make sure your credit cards are under that 30% range. The ideal way to build credit utilizing your credit utilization is to go ahead and use it and then pay it off every month. So anyway, just food for thought. Number 3 is do not close old accounts. We get people all the time calling us, and my team, we receive phone calls where they're like, hey, I did a great thing, I paid this account off in full, and then they close the account. Well, the problem with that is that it shortens your credit history. So everything goes back to that credit history point. So leave accounts open. Obviously, if they're not in use, they're considered inactive, and the creditor or the issuer can close that account. So you want to keep those things in use, which obviously will then build positive credit history because you'll be paying on time. So don't close old accounts. Number 4, you need to have several accounts to get a credit score. It's called a credit mix, and then obviously to build it, the more things that you have in use, the better. You want probably 2 credit cards in use at all times. You want installment loans, so you want an auto loan, a mortgage, basically an installment. You have 2 types of credit. You have revolving credit and installment credit. And so you want those in use at all times. Installments are going to be something someone gave you a set amount for, and the revolving are the lines that you continually have access to and continually pay down credit cards and that sort of thing. So revolving. Lastly, paying off collections incorrectly can actually have an adverse effect on your credit score. So that's why we would recommend talking to us before settling on an account or before reactivating an account by making a payment on collections that you might not have touched in years. So give us a call. Feel free to reach out to us at the bottom of the screen again. Check it out. Send us your contact information so we can reach out to you. Send us any inquiries that you have. But that way we can reach out to you and be proactive about addressing the issues on your credit report.